Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the new and improved P&D Found Treasures YouTube channel. If you check out the other videos, they're really bad quality, so I'm gonna leave them up there for prosperity. But I'm starting all over, brand new. Got me a new GoPro, so hopefully the video quality is a lot better. It's Tuesday morning, about 9:30ish here in Southern California. I overslept a little bit this morning, but that happens. I'm about to go check out a few thrift stores this morning. I think I have 3 of them in mind today. So I'm gonna go check it out, go see what we can find, and hopefully we can find some cool stuff to flip this morning. If you're new to the channel, this is what we do. We're part-time sellers right now. We both have regular jobs, so we just kind of do this on the side as extra income. We're eventually trying to get to the point to where we can quit our jobs and start flipping full-time, and eventually we would like to open our own store. So if you guys want to join us on our journey, see how we do things, our main goal for this channel is not to show off or anything, or it's just to show our progress, to show everybody how we do, what we look for, and to hopefully give others knowledge that want to start flipping or that have already been flipping stuff from Goodwills, other thrift stores, yard sales, estate auctions, and so forth. So I hope you guys will join us and we can all share and help each other learn along the way. Alright, YouTube, so I am at my first thrift store of the morning. This one's called the Victor Valley Rescue Mission Thrift Store up here in the high desert of Southern California. I'm about to go inside, check it out, see what we can find. This thrift store is one I usually go to when I'm trying to look for sports jerseys, cowboy boots, electronic handheld games. They usually have some of those here. So let's go inside, take a look, see what we can find. I'm not sure I could pay 25 bucks for this thing. It's nice, but let's see any brand name tags or anything on it. So let's just keep going, see what else we can find. Alright, this is the toy area here. Alright, I'm done with that thrift store. I really didn't find anything in there. That's the chance you take going into thrift stores looking for stuff. It's hit or miss. You don't always find stuff. So that's why you just gotta keep going, keep going, keep going. One thing I was thinking about too when I was in there, I was walking around and couldn't find anything. I was like, I gotta prioritize my time. I can't just keep walking around this store over and over again, hoping something's gonna pop out, hoping I'm gonna find something. So I just decided to just go ahead and leave that store, and we're going to head to a Goodwill here in a minute. I just wanted to get this thought off my mind. Try to prioritize your time. Don't waste your time looking around there because you don't know what you're going to miss at other thrift stores. So if you just feel like you're not finding anything or you're not seeing anything, just try to prioritize your time. Don't stay too long. If you want to take a second walk around, that's up to you. I would just recommend don't spend too much time in there if you're not finding anything, and just move on to the next thrift store. That's what I'm about to do here in a few minutes. So I will let you guys ride along with me, and we'll be at the other Goodwill here in a few minutes. Alright, just pulled up to my local Goodwill. You can see it over there. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see, if not, you can see it that way. About to go in there, check it out, see what we can find. I just noticed too, right when I pulled up, I could tell a couple of people that pulled up, just the way that they kind of carry themselves and the way they're holding their phones and stuff out. I can tell there's a few other pickers here, so it should be interesting. This store is usually really packed with a lot of people. So hopefully there's still some stuff left in there to be found, because I know we're not all looking for the same items, so that's kind of beneficial. But sometimes you do just have to deal with a lot of people being in there, a lot of fellow pickers. You'll be able to tell. I'm sure most of us that do pick have seen it before. You walk into a thrift store and you can see like 2-3 other people in there, and they got their phones out and they're on eBay and they're looking stuff up. So, you know, sometimes there's one of the obstacles you got to deal with when thrifting. Or like when I was at that other thrift store a few minutes ago, I didn't find anything. Another thing that came to mind for me about that, about prioritizing your time, when I was younger and we first started doing this about 4 years ago, we were still new. We were still trying to learn things. We didn't know about prioritizing our time, so we would waste way too much time at one thrift store trying to find something. We always felt like we had to find something. So if you're new and starting out, you don't always have to try to find stuff. If you don't find anything in one thrift store, prioritize your time. Leave, go check out another thrift store. Don't force yourself to spend money. I did that way too many times, especially, like I said, when we first started out about 4 years ago. I was forcing myself to pick up stuff just because I thought I needed to have as much stuff as possible on eBay. I didn't think about just having quality items on eBay. So I would spend money, and then I would get to another thrift store and find something that could have got me a lot more money, but because I was on a limited budget and I'd already spent money forcing myself to buy stuff, thinking I had to buy stuff, I didn't have enough to find that good item that I could have flipped to get myself 3 or 4 times what that item was worth. So just try to keep that in mind when you're inside and you're looking for stuff. Don't force yourself to buy anything, and just take your time, prioritize, and don't try to find stuff. It'll pop out at you. Alright, well, that being said, let's get in the store, see what we can find.
Can I please get someone to open men's fitting room, please? Men's fitting room.
Repeat that, please.
I can't believe they're actually trying to sell this thing in this condition. It's amazing what they will try to sell here. I think I'm almost done here. I think I can go check my other local Goodwills. Not really finding anything here either. Slow pickings on a Tuesday. Alright guys, so while I'm sitting here looking around, just doing one last little quick walk through here, the Goodwill, just because I'm getting ready to leave, I found this thing. Thinking it's probably going to cost me about $6.50, I think. I really don't know too much about it. I'm just checking it out on eBay. Looks like some of the Buffalo Country, Buffalo Country Western wear shirts, these pearl snaps going around 30. Look like they had quite. Here in a few minutes, I'm about to head to my third and final thrift store of the day. It's another Goodwill, and hopefully I can find some more stuff there. If not, I'm not really 100% worried about it because I have a lot of stuff, old inventory that I still need to process and get through that I haven't even photographed or listed yet. So I have more than enough stuff back at the house to keep me preoccupied for at least another week or so. That's another tip I think is a good way to go, is just to make sure you always have extra inventory for days like this when we're not really finding much. Because honestly, you're not going to find anything, you're not going to find stuff every day, is what I'm trying to say. You're going to have days like this where you don't find anything, just to be straight up and honest. Keeping extra inventory is going to help you with those days. And honestly, I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. Right now, you're not always going to find these big home run flips like you always see on other YouTube channels, or they're finding stuff at almost every place for $5-10 and able to flip it for $50 to $60. That doesn't always happen. If you look at my eBay store, I'll edit the video. I'll put somewhere in here where you can look at my eBay. I'll give you my eBay name. I'll put up the Twitter and the Instagram names as well, where you can follow us on there. And you'll see most of what we have is small items, stuff that's like t-shirts that we pick up for $2 and flip for about $14 to $15. It's those kind of little flips that keep us going. And then every so often, which is starting to happen more often for us, we're getting the stuff that you can pick up for $5 and flip it for $50 to $60. I think right now our average flip is probably around 25-30 bucks, which is pretty good for us considering when we first started. Like I said earlier, about 4 years ago, our average flip was 5 to 10 bucks when we first started, and we were happy with that because we didn't realize how much more potential we had out there and what we could find and what our potential was going to be. So basically, just educate yourselves. Know what your potential can be. Know what items you can find to flip for more profit than just a $5 to $10 profit. But if you're just starting out, know that smalls are not a bad way to go. And even if you're not starting out, don't be afraid to just have a bunch of smalls up there to keep you afloat. You'll notice a lot of people have like a lot of like $10, $15 items up that sell instantly. Just they're constantly flipping those items to keep themselves afloat, and then they get maybe 3 or 4 of the big home run flip items to kind of push them over the top for the rest of the month. So just keep that in mind. I'm about to take off, and I'll be at the next Goodwill here in a few minutes. Alright guys, I just pulled up here. I'm at Goodwill right here. I'm about to go in here and check it out, see if hopefully we can find some stuff. If not, it's not too big of a deal. It's not the end of the world or anything. It's not like I'm gonna lose out on a day or anything, because it's only going on 11 o'clock right now. So, and it's midweek too. It's my only day off this week, so I'm trying to maximize my day off. But if I don't find anything, I don't find anything. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'll just keep on looking and go home and work on some of that back inventory that I have that I need to get out. So let's head on inside, see what we can find. This will be interesting. First thing I noticed, the box is a little bit messed up, but this looks almost brand new. Well, next step, look it up, see what it costs. I don't know what it sells for. We want $7 for it. Let's take a look at it on. Can't spell. Brand new, they sell pretty good. Not gonna believe the haul that I just got from this thrift store, just inside this Goodwill. I'll have to show you when I get home, because I just kind of want to get out of here. Not in the best part of town. Maybe I can show you 1 or 2 things real quick. I got this game, Puerto Rico. Paid $7 for it. Probably paid up a little bit, but that's all right. This game sells for right around 50. I got like 3 of them that sell right around 50. It's vintage 6th Fleet modern naval game. It's another $50. Yeah, this one, 7 Ages. It's another $50 game, so that's 150 bucks right there. I have another game down here. It's called Dust. You guys saw me checking it out. The box is kind of messed up. It's kind of an issue I have on a couple of these. I got damaged boxes, but I should still be able to sell them for at least 45, 50 bucks. Plus I got a whole bunch of t-shirts. Yes. Alright, I'm finally home, guys. I was trying to shoot that last clip over there in the parking lot at the Goodwill where I was at, and I was interrupted by a lady asking for a couple extra dollars to help pay her monthly rent for, I guess she's living in a hotel or something, so I gave her a couple dollars to help her out, but I was in the middle of doing that because I got this huge haul I'm so happy about. I'm going to go inside. My battery's about to die on my GoPro, so I need to go and charge it, but I wanted to try to do a quick little haul again. Well, video show you, what I picked up. You saw this earlier. I did end up popping on it, even though the box is kind of messed up. You can see it coming apart right here. My plan is just to go ahead and tape it and list it as is. I'm gonna give it one time through. I do usually about a 30-day buy it now listing on these, so I'll probably leave it at that for about 30 days, wait and see, and then if it doesn't sell in 30 days, then I'll just piece it out. I got a bunch of other board games. I got about $200 worth of board games and a bunch of t-shirts for about $30, so I'll keep you posted on that, give you an update, and I'm head inside and start listing.